Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. My name is Failhat. Welcome back to the channel. Normally at this time of the week, I would be doing a bloopers reel from the previous week of all the little shenanigans that happened during, that happened during the week. Last week, a little bit slow, not a big deal. I have, however, in the last few weeks been asked several times, what was the build I used in Assassin's Creed Odyssey to break the game? Now, when I say break the game, I mean where I am doing so much damage that literally you become unstoppable, providing you have the gameplay style to go with it. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into the breakdown of that build right here, right now, for you. So, the first thing you got to look at is your abilities. Where have you done your focus at? What sort of aspects are you looking into? Well, this is the exact build I use, and it's all focused in Warrior. Warrior and Assassin. But primarily the Warrior is the one that breaks the game. You've got your Fire Mastery, you've got your Overpower, all this other stuff. And it is not that critical either way. However, getting into the inventory, this is where it gets important. Starting off with currently, and I've done this with a few different sets of armor, all warrior based, but my current build with it is the Spartan War Hero set, to which I have added in the engravings of 40% fire damage on the boots. I have added in 20% warrior damage on the belt. 20% warrior damage on the chest plate. 50% crit damage on the gauntlets. And 40% fire damage on the helmet. Kind of odd to be doing fire damage, but we will get to that. Before I did the Atlantis DLC, I ran the Bow of Hades. And since I was in Atlantis, I now run the Cursed Bow of Hades. A little bit better. And either way, you want to run that with the 25% damage on elites and bosses. Very important. Moving up to the offhand, using Sword of Kings. Doesn't really matter what you use there as long as you are boosting warrior damage. The all damage effect is nice. And, of course, doing the engraving of 30% damage with swords to affect all my damage with swords. And now, for the Game Breaker. Prometheus's Sika. Now, some of you may have already noticed or discovered in the past, the Bighorn Bow has a hidden damage ability that boosts your warrior damage. Well, not unlike that, this has a hidden ability that's not listed on the screen you are seeing right here, right now. If you remember Prometheus from Greek history and lore, he's the one who stole the fire from the gods and gave it to mankind. Now, because of that, by default, this sword automatically converts fire damage into physical damage to avoid anything that has resistance to fire and to make it a lot easier to control. That being a hidden ability of converting fire damage into physical damage with its ability of the fire buildup and the warrior damage plus the boost to fire damage overall, I turned around and added the engraving of weapon damage becomes fire damage. Which, the best that I can tell, this is just my best guess on it, is that it creates a loop of converting the damage from physical to fire, and because of the other engravings boosting either fire damage or physical damage, the numbers are different as it converts it, thus increasing your damage exponentially. Now, before I get on to the demonstration of said build, I'm going to go into my menu options here for a moment. I'm going to go to gameplay just so you can all see exactly where I'm at. Because this is on Nightmare mode. On top of that, I have already maxed out my bounties, and I have got a few of these delectable little mercenaries that love to F with our days so much, already selected in Olympia. So we're going to go say hello to them. Also, I did glamour my armor, so as it is glamored, makes it so it just keeps it so it's how I like it looking. But you've already seen the armor and weapons in use. Alright, we have one delectable little nugget here to go munch on. And we're going to come up right behind him. They do not tend to last very long. As you can see, that was 2 hits. Now granted, that was doing heavy hits. Let's go with something a little bit faster, shall we? Oh. He died too quick. We couldn't actually see that. Thankfully, there is a third mercenary nearby. We're going to go say hello to this guy. And thanks to no fall damage.
I'm here for your bounty.
And dead. Do we have any more mercenaries on the map? We have none nearby. That is okay. The demonstration has been done. Let's just press and hold the Y button here. We'll clear off all of our bounties. And let's just move on right to here. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The game-breaking Odyssey build that allows you to do massive amounts of damage. Again, it does depend on your playstyle. You will be running around as a glass cannon with that build. So your dodge game better be on point, because 1 to 2 hits and you're toast. In the meantime, happy assassinating, happy trails through history. Thank you all for tuning in. I am, of course, Failhat, and remember, stay healthy, stay safe, stay awesome. We'll see you in the channel.